Hi, welcome to my video on the Insta360 invisible selfie stick. Now this is the compact version one. I know Insta have come out with several different types of selfie sticks. I purchased this selfie stick from Amazon UK for $21.99. When you do get it, as I stated before, it's the compact version. You get it in a nice little box like this, with the words Insta written at the top, and it says invisible selfie stick on there, with the picture of the selfie stick on one side. We have nothing written on that side, nothing written on that side, and on the back we just have a line diagram. This is the Insta selfie stick and how it looks, and I'll start off with the top and work to the bottom. At the very top here we have a male 1/4 inch screw thread, and below the 1/4 inch screw thread we have a nice rubber patterned base on there, or washer if you want to call it that. And as we come down we have the top section here, which has this kind of knarling or dimple effect on there to give you grip, and that is made out of metal here. I'll come to the sections later on because I think it opens out into 4 sections, and we'll come to the main body. As I stated, the whole of this is made out of aluminium. The main body here we have the words Insta360, and I hope I got that up right, folks. Insta360 transfer on there, and one thing I like with this transfer is I've used this for over 2 weeks in various spots, even having what they call cable tying to this for various things that I needed to do with shots with this. And that transfer has not been scratched up, so that's a very good transfer that Insta's put on this. We come down to the main body of the selfie stick here where the rubber handle is, and it's not a squeezable soft rubber handle. It is basically just a layer of rubber or silicone on the actual body itself, so there's no kind of sponginess to it whatsoever, but it is quite grippy for what it is. And then at the very bottom here we have a female 1/4 inch screw thread. The diameter of the actual selfie stick is just under 1 inch. If you want to be absolutely spot on, it's about 3/4 of an inch in diameter across. Retracted, it is 6 inches in length. This is how the Insta360 invisible selfie stick compact version looks when it's fully extended. Now Insta claims that the full extension length of this is 27.5. Now in my videos, as I always state, I take off a bit for the handle and I take off a bit for the mount. Now the mount, as I showed you before, it's only this little bit here and it's only 1/2 inch, while the actual rubber here at the bottom of the handle here is about 4 inches. So basically it's 23 inches it extends out to. Now it just uses simple friction and pull out, and friction keeps each section in place. And I did say it's 4 sections, but sorry about that, it's 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it pulls out to. The wobble test to see if there's any wobble in this, and there is a little bit of wobble in this, but it's mainly felt by the first section, and the second section I can feel a bit of wobble in there, but in general it's quite a sturdy selfie stick. I like what Insta360 has done with this particular selfie stick. It does have 2 grooves or indentations going down either side, so 2 seams either side of this selfie stick to give it very good strength. I like how each section of the selfie stick has these black collars, and they've matched it with this matte black finish of the selfie stick. Even though the actual stem of the selfie stick is in this nice matte black finish, the actual part of the handle up here, or the last section, or the first section if you want to call it, has this nice glossy black finish to it, and obviously the words Insta360 on there. and the same glossy finish is put to the actual mount at the top here. So I like that. So Insta360 has put some thought into this kind of selfie stick. Now, even though Insta360 makes this selfie stick, you're not limited to Insta360 family of cameras. You can also put other cameras on there, such as the GoPro Hero Max or any of the GoPro Hero line cameras, or your SJ cams, your Yi cams, or your Osaka cams. Those kind of cameras which I mentioned, some of them do come with a female 1/4" screw thread already placed in the bottom of the camera, so you can just screw it straight on. If it doesn't, then obviously you're going to need something like this particular mount, which I think they call it a tripod to GoPro's fingers mount. If I'm wrong, please put it down in the comment section if I'm wrong about that, but you need one of these mounts. And you can buy them simply off from Amazon or eBay as little as $1. We come to the part of the video where I give my 2p worth on the Insta Invisible Selfie Stick compact version. Now I'll start off with the negatives first. And the first negative has to be, there is nowhere on this particular selfie stick to place a lanyard, and you don't get a lanyard with it. There's no hole to place a lanyard whatsoever. So if you need to place a lanyard with this particular selfie stick, you're going to have to buy a lanyard that has at the end of the lanyard a male 1/4" screw thread to screw into the bottom. Another negative which some will find is the actual rubber bit on the handle. There's no sponginess to this whatsoever, so when you actually grip this, it feels like gripping the actual metal, just a bit more a kind of grippy feel to it than an actual straightforward gripping the aluminium. But there's no sponginess, and also there is no kind of dimpling or pattern actually on the actual rubber part of the handle whatsoever. Another negative, which some may find as a negative, is you need to pull out each section, and it relies on friction to keep each section in. It doesn't even rely on twisting that section neither. It's just a straightforward pull out that it relies on. Now, as for using this as an action pole, if you've used this as an action pole in action sports, please let us know down in the comment section how long it lasts, and does each section still maintain when placed out, extended out, keeps that position. Because personally, for action, this to me is not really for action sports, because you can't lock a particular section and keep it locked in. I just think that the constant moving about and jiggling and whatever and vibration probably might loosen up these sections, especially if you have this over a period of time. The constant being retracted in and extended out, it most likely lose its friction, and then that will be it with this pole. So please let me know down in the comment section if you used it as an action pole itself in rough sports. And the very last negative I have to say about this has to be its price. Now, it is well built, I give it that. It's not made cheap whatsoever. It is well built, but I think to some people, a pole like this, a selfie stick like this, maybe at almost 22 pounds, it is a lot of money to be spent on the pole. So that I have to place in the negative. And now for the positives. And the first positive has to be its compact size. This is very pocketable. Pocketable. It fits in your coat pocket, no problem. Your jacket pocket, no problem. Any bags it fits into, unless you've got a really small bag, smaller than 6 inches, it fits into, no problem. So I like the compact size. To me, some people will like the actual diameter of this pole. They like how it's just under, well, it's about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Another positive is that it is well built. Doesn't feel like a cheap selfie stick stroke pole. Doesn't feel like that in the hand whatsoever. Even the rubber, even though I've said on the negative side that it hasn't got any kind of dimpling or pattern on there to give it extra grip, but even that rubber there does feel quality along with the pole. Another positive has to be that they give it a 1/4 inch screw thread on the bottom on there, so you can able to screw tabletop tripod legs on there, or any kind of tripod legs to the bottom of this, or even fit a carabiner with a 1/4 inch screw thread you can place on the bottom of this, so you can hang this, have this hanging off your bag. So I like how they provide you with that at the bottom. And the last couple of positives, one has to be the finish on this. I like the finish and paintwork on this particular pole. As I said, I used it for 2 weeks and had various cable ties cabling this down in the positions where I want to place this particular selfie stick, and there's no scratches whatsoever on this paintwork of this pole, so that's quite good. And the very last positive has to be when using any of these 360 cameras, the Insta, the One R, the One X, the One X2, the GoPro Max, any of these 360 cameras, this pole is totally invisible. Even when looking back on yourself, you don't even get that kind of black hole that your hand is that your hand looks like it's holding. You don't even get that. So that is one of the biggest positives with the Insta 360 invisible selfie stick and the compact version. In conclusion, this pole is worth its money. To me, it's worth its money. I like the, as I said, the build quality, the compactness of this pole, and how it is totally invisible if you are using a 360 camera when looking back on yourself. Now, it's not just only for 360 cameras, you can use other cameras on there, so it's just not solely for that. But all in all, it's one of the best poles, and the build quality puts it up there along with GoPro, Sandmark and SmartTree. Now, if you happen to have the 360 invisible selfie stick, the compact version, mind you, not the other version, which is a bit bigger, the compact version, please let us know down in the comment section what your thoughts about it is, because your opinions are different to my opinions. So please let us know. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I perfectly understand my videos can be long, but I like to go into detail to save you the trouble of when you buy the product, you know what to expect. So that's why my videos are long. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.